On the far left, singing baritone for us, is from Birmingham, Alabama. He's got a beautiful wife back home. He's also got two beautiful little baby girls as well. And in South Arkansas, we call that whipped, because he absolutely loves all three of those little girls back in Birmingham. His name is Darren Morton. Would you please welcome Darren? It's often been said that when I stand beside him, it looks like we look like the number 10. When we stand side by side like that. But, this man, his name is Anthony Hallman, but he is from a little town in Alabama known as Cordova, Alabama. And it's about the size of this building right here. And there's probably more people in this building than there is in Cordova. But he has been known all his life as Bubba. So tonight, I guess, if you might be a Southern Gospel redneck trio from Alabama, if you've got a lead singer named Bubba. He's got a beautiful wife back home, a little boy and a little girl. This man's also been called to preach, and I've never got to hear him preach, but I would absolutely love to hear him preach at some point, not tonight. But I would love to hear him preach, because if it's anything like his singing, it's got to be incredible. His name is Bubba Hallman. Would you welcome Bubba? Tonight, I told you before, we've been very blessed. God has given us several good songs to sing, and one that we want to go back and do. A young lady about 1997 sent us a song when I was with Gold City called In Time, On Time, Every Time. Do you remember that song? We're not going to sing that song, but now, brand new song. Same young lady who wrote that song wrote this one right here, and you've heard it on the radio. And God's just been very good to us, and He's ministered to us through the very song that He gave to us. A lot of times, we as Christians, we feel like that. We read the Bible, especially over in the Old Testament, places like Exodus, where Genesis and Exodus, where God proves His mighty power. The children of Israel are getting ready to cross the Red Sea, and He says, "Hey Moses, just lift up your staff. The waters will part, and y'all just go right across." And you know the story, the waters just parted. You can read about Joshua, where he goes to conquer the city of Jericho, and the walls just fall to the ground. And I'm sure what a massive sight that must have been. So in my own life, when I come upon trials and tribulations, sometimes I think, what a mighty God we serve. And I think, why doesn't God show up like that? A lot of times I fall into this trap, and I feel guilty for even thinking it, but I expect God to part the sky and say, "Hey, Satan, quit picking on my kid." And God just doesn't work that way all the time. A lot of times I'm standing on the banks, and I'm waiting for a lightning show and a clap of thunder. But just like God told the prophet Elijah, I wasn't in those things. I'm not in the earthquake. I'm not in the whirlwind. I'm in the still small voice. And if a mighty God is in a still small voice, then it is required of us that we be still and know that He is God. Because I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to say, "Hey, Jay, if you don't be still, just be still." Because she knew if I ever got still, I would also get quiet. And that's the same thing with us Christians. If God can ever get us to be still, we'll be quiet. And when we're still and quiet, God can whisper the smallest things to us. Things like, "This is the way. Walk ye in it. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I am a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. I am the great physician. By His stripes we are healed." Can you imagine the Savior of the universe whispering those kinds of things to you? I don't know what kind of day you're having. I don't know what kind of week you're having or what kind of life you're living. God's a big God, but there are some times that He whispers. Listen to this. It's been one of those days that drives me to my knees, when there are more questions than answers, and all of the things I can't figure out have left me with more tears than laughter. I don't know hope He will feed. I don't know how God's gonna move, but I know He knows what